I want to go over rules of logarithms. And the first one, where you take the log of m plus, it's very important that you add it here, the log of n, that is equal to the log of m times n. Go back, think about the problem I gave you at the very first group work. And I said a cubed times a squared. What is that? And if you worked it out, you knew that a cubed was a times a times a, and a squared was a times a, and you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a to the 5th. And you realized, oh, all I needed to do was just add those two exponents. Now couple that with what I showed you was that 10 squared is equal to 100. The log base 10 of 100 is 2. This is an exponent, and my log is an exponent. So you can go to the bank on this. Logarithms are exponents. So that's where I get this, m plus n. Now if I want to subtract, I'm actually dividing the numbers. Log of m minus the log of n is equal to the log of m divided by n. So far so good, I hope. Now I want to talk about inverse functions. Remember how we said f of f inverse of x is x, and f inverse of f of x is x? That was our base. That's how we approached doing inverse functions, was with this inverse property rule. That's what I'm doing here. I have a base b, some number, and it's being taken to the x power. So this is an x is the exponent. B to the x is my exponential function. When I take the log of that base of that exponential function, I get x. The logarithm is my inverse function. The b to the x is my exponential function. Then I can switch it all around. And I have my base b to the log base b of x. So this whole thing is an exponential function, but in this exponent here, and remember logs are exponents, I have the logarithm base b of x. That also is x for the same reason. I'm taking the inverse function of f of x, and I get x. You will see this again and again. This is one of the these two things are major tools for your toolbox. You will want to practice with these very much because they work, they're great. You can use them to instantly solve problems. Let's do one real quick. I want to solve 10 to the x is equal to 250. Let's just do that. I have no idea. I just made this up. I can't solve for x like this, but if I take the log base 10 of both sides, I've got it. Log base 10 of 10 to the x is equal to the log base 10 of 250. So you go to your calculator and let's see. I don't have the logs memorized like I'd like to have. But I know that this is going to be, yeah, whatever it is, whatever that number is, log base 10 of 10 to the x is x. So all I have to do is punch in this number in my calculator, punch in 250, and then take the log, and that's my answer.